Thank you. Kindly sit down. The Philippine Foreign Affairs Secretary Teodoro Locsin, House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, Executive Secretary Salvador Medaldia, those are my part of my entourage, Philippine Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez, and the other members of the Cabinet, Senator Christopher Lawrence Go. First, meet I'm a Chinese senator of the Philippines. Ambassador Jose Santiago Santa Romana, our ambassador here, my friends in the business community, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there is a note here, you have another event with President Xi Jinping. Well, do I understand this as a one-on-one? You know, I don't know if it is proper or not, but I would deviate from my speech, a prepared one, to just, I don't know if it's a taboo topic, but there are two kinds of money that would want or now are entering the Philippine economic cycle. One is the government-owned corporations or agencies doing business at the behest of the Chinese government. The other one is the private money, I think, which is not allowed to be brought out of the country without the permission coming from your government. I was advised of this late, but I don't know if I have a chance to see the president again. We had a restricted meeting last night, and well, had I known what this and would be a proper subject for a restricted meeting topic, I would have brought it up with him. I don't know if I would be lucky, but I think I will. I'm going with him to the opening of the FIBA. Maybe I will tell him. Good afternoon and thank you for your warm welcome. I am glad to be in Beijing once again. At the outset, let me thank our Chinese friends for the interest to be a part of the Philippine growth story. We are encouraged by your vote of confidence in our economy. The Philippines is one of the fastest growing economies in the region and in the world. We have grown for the past 82 consecutive quarters and recorded above 6% annual growth rate since 2012. To sustain this positive trajectory, we have embarked on a historic build program under which we welcome more Philippine-Chinese cooperation. We have also recently launched our construction industry's roadmap for 2030. We aim to increase the value of our construction industry. Led by Engineer Sid Consonghe, they represent some of the most reliable and reputable construction companies in our country. This is the first time ever Philippine construction mission to China. They're here to benchmark on digital building technologies and deliver quality construction in the most efficient and effective manner. More importantly, they are here because they are eager to partner with you in creating new and sustainable construction technologies and solutions given your know-how. In return, they can offer you the benefits of your potential trading arrangements with the various economies, especially the US and the European Union. We therefore have a win-win situation here, and I invite you all to take advantage of it fully. The Philippines aspires to build globally competitive integrated iron and steel industry. We thus welcome the agreement between HBIS Group Asia and the Steel Asia to establish an integrated steel mill in the Philippines. The project is very important to us. It will enhance our capacity to produce highly quality, safe steel products by 2030. I have specifically instructed Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez, who's sitting on the other side, to immediately facilitate the processing of clearances and other requirements from all government agencies in your project. Now, we talk of the cooperation in manufacturing, agriculture, and services. There are opportunities as well as in manufacturing, agriculture, and services. The Philippines and China agreed to develop industrial parks where Chinese investors and manufacturers can set up factories. I am pleased to note that the construction of our first industrial park is projected to start in the first half of 2020. I am pleased to note that the construction and all others investors to utilize platform and harness a growing domestic market of more than 100 million people. With our young, skilled workforce, you will be positioned to build your business in my country. Rest assured that my government is committed in maintaining an environment that allows businesses to thrive. Let me end by stressing on our economic ties that are vital, a linchpin of our two countries of the faceted relations. I kind of do not deliver speeches, reading prepared speeches. I'd like just to talk to you, gossip with you. Gossip is a good word in business. Well, we do business. I understand that you businessmen have the money and you want to do business because you want to earn profits. That is given. It is well understood by the Philippines. And therefore, part of your hesitancy before was that the Philippines was a corrupt country and not a peaceful one. Well, I would like to assure you that during my term, I will not allow corruption. And if you go to the Philippines with your partners, or you must have something there as an agent, let him come to me for any of your problems. You know, I have given everybody, including the issuance of permits, for only 2 days. And that when your agent goes there to apply and submit papers, you are in return also given a list of the many things that you have to comply. This is a one-time transaction. They give you a list of what you have to produce, and you gather those documents and clearances, and I will not allow the governmental office to add or take away some of the things that were given you. If you give them the list, that is it. And your agent cannot be going back and forth. I do not like postponing actions, because the more that they ask you to come to their office, the more that the corruption, the opportunity of corruption exists. Because then, by delaying the release, it only means one thing: he's asking for money. So if you encounter, or your agents or your lawyers would tell you that this official is asking for something like this, DPWH or whatever, you just tell me, and I will call that official, whoever he is, in my office and in your presence, and kindly bring some money, old money and coins with you. I will tell the officials to eat the money and swallow the coins in your presence. I am not joking. I have done it several times, and perhaps I will do more until and unless the bureaucracy of the Philippines behaves. So that is what. You are interested in profits. We will guarantee your ROI. You can take your money away if you want to go or transfer. Do not worry. We will not make it hard for you. It is not our money, it is your money. And if you want to go out, if you are not satisfied, or if you are losing, then by all means tell us and get your money without any disturbance at all. That is a promise which I give to you. And that is why I give you the privilege of going to my house or office. I have a very simple house. It's a small one. I do not live in the main office. They call it a palace. But that's a palace that was built by the Spaniards many years ago during the imperial expeditions to the Philippines and by the Americans. I do not sleep in that palace because it is not a palace at all. It is an office of the people of the Philippines. You can go to my house. It's a very small one, but we can have dinner, and maybe if you want to spend a night to sleep in the palace, I will accommodate you just to have the experience. But you'll have to take care of the ghosts there. Especially this is the ghost month. August is the ghost month. So many things to say, but what I can assure you is that I will not allow corruption. I will not allow wrongdoing. I will not allow anything that will destroy or disturb your business. You have, I said, the privilege of asking your lawyers or your agents to call me, and I will give you the audience. Remember the name, because in my national TV, there's an 8888, that's the name of this station. You can name the corrupt official Rodrigo Duterte asking for money, office of the BIR. There's no libel involved if that message is directly given to me, because as a matter of public policy, I do not incur libel because that is my duty. Any wrongdoing must be corrected, and it has to be corrected by me. All you have to do is to bring your money, but there are also many criminal gangs, Chinese, and also in the Philippines, who kidnap, especially those Chinese who are gamblers, and once they lose heavily, there are financiers, mostly Chinese, that would lend you the money. But after that, they would ask for a repayment, and if it cannot be repaid at once, they kidnap, and sometimes they kill. Chinese nationals kidnapped by Chinese nationals. So, since there are laws to be followed, I've asked your government to help us on this. But for those who are into drugs, the drug lords and those who are into this kind of thing of killing people for money, when you do that, you destroy my country. And you destroy the economic life, and eventually you destroy what is there for the people to lose everything. And we go back again to misery. So for those who are into drugs, crimes, I am just asking them, please avoid the Philippines. Because if you destroy my country with drugs, cocaine, and everything, I will kill you. Period. That's the agreement. But if you are a law-abiding citizen, if you're a businessman, and you're thriving, rich, do not worry, we will protect you. We will protect your money. And when the time comes, want to go out, you can bring all your money outside of the Philippines. That is my guarantee. And you have my protection and word of honor. Thank you, and good afternoon.